the customer exit the outlet with the products that have been bought. That is the current purchase process in 99 Speedmart. And the order restock process is we start from the item from suppliers such as Nestle, such as Gardenia. uh, they will distribute the supplier will distribute the products in the 99 Speedmart distribution center, which is like the headquarters in Selangor. And then they will send the goods to the selected outlet, which is in our case, which is the section 7 99 Speedmart. And then after the goods being arrive at the outlet, and the outlet manager will enter the form stocks manually, and then they will organize products using the term first in first out, which is they will finish first the stock that the first come, and then the restock process based on product sales using auto reorder system. Auto reorder system, it means that when a customer have bought the products, it will automatically uh, be deduct the product balance, and the system can know if the product has been low on stock or still have many stocks. Okay, and then we have two, which is if the product sales decrease, the auto reorder system detects product sales and restock weekly from 99 distribution center, which is the headquarters in Selangor. And besides that, if the product sales increase, the auto reorder system detects product sales and restock daily from 99 distribution center. And the system have two choices on order restock process, which is if products not available in distribution center, 99 distribution center issue processing order to supplier. And if products available in distribution center, 99 distribution center distribute products to 99 Speedmart section 7 outlet. Okay, and then we proceed to the problem will be presented by Nazmi.
Alright, thank you, Faith. Now I'm going to explain the problem that Speedmart encounter when they do not have online ordering system. The first problem is customer might find the item they wanted to purchase is out of stock only after they have arrived at the store. This will make customer become frustrated due to they already walk or drive to get to the store. And the next problem is customer have to look pretty hard to find the things they wanted to purchase. This is difference between the example of like for example say the bread which is expired date is sooner, but for the things that have the longer expiry date, they will put something at the back, for example. And the third one is customer might not realize the promotions and offers that Speedmart has unless they search for it. For those who don't know, Speedmart, the Speedmart done so many offers and promotions inside the website, but most people don't know that Speedmart has a website, and the only way they can find the promotion is at the counter, which is and at the door, which is they put the poster. So customer have to look for it just to get the promotion. And the fourth one is store will be crowded at peak times such as before holiday. For example, we can see this happens so many times, not just in holiday, but during lunch, during work hours, not work hours. At the end of the day, people will come to the store to bought something that they need, but at the same time, another customer also done the same thing. So they have to queue for a long time. And the fifth one is hard to predict customer purchases. It doesn't mean that by not having online ordering system, Speedmart cannot predict the customer purchases, but it making it hard for Speedmart to detect what each customers that preferably buy every time. For example, recently the test kit for COVID-19 has become mainly many things that people bought, but Speedmart doesn't know which people that bought the test kit for COVID-19. And the last problem is the lack of customers since they will choose the store that provided online purchasing system to their convenience. For example, we can see this at Food Panda that which offers that we can buy groceries inside it. Now people don't have to go to Speedmart to purchase the groceries that they need. Yeah, thank you. That's it for the.
Okay, hello. Assalamualaikum. My name is Abdul Hasif bin Hamidun, and I will be presenting the proposed system. So, the system proposed to 99 Speedmart is an online purchasing ordering system where it will be in the form of a website that will eliminate the need of queuing up or paying over the counter. It will be used to um, for the customer that can simply select the product by searching the items they want to buy or browse them by categories. They can also make payment online using online banking or cashless options. Once the order is complete, they can self collect their items at the location or even through delivery. So on the site, you can see the flowchart of how the basically of how the system will be. So the customer can log in or register an account, search the item, choose category, then choose the item, add it to cart. If they want to add more items, they will choose more items. If no, they can place the order and make online payment and then log out. So there will be also a part where the admin could use the system where they can add categories, add more items, manage their order made through the system, and also manage the payment to generate report. And lastly, they can log out and then stop the whole process. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Abdullah Iskandar, and I'm going to present about the benefits of the proposed system. So for the users and customers, the first benefit is they can avoid physical contact because we all know that during this time of COVID-19, so it is very important to avoid physical contact. And adding on that, the customer also can practice cashless payment. The customer also can save time and energy because they can always check the availability of the products on the website before going to the store or just order online. So the benefits for the store is the sales will increase the as the store will not depend on the walk-in customers only. So with the availability of online ordering system, customers will can easily order products from the store. And other than that, 99 Speedmart can fortify the brand with the user-friendly system and gain trust with the quality of the products. So next. So for the plan requirement elicitation, firstly, we identify the person in charge for the store, and the person in charge for 99 Speedmart is Miss Balkis. After that, we brainstorm, we meet together and brainstorm between members in creating interview questions. Then 3 group members will observe and interview Miss Balkis about relevant questions. After that, we as a group will analyze the answers obtained from the interviews and create transcript for the interview session. After that, with the answers obtained from the interview, we implement the answers into the system that we are proposing. So that's all from me. Moving next to proposed project timeline.
Okay, proposed project timeline will be presented by me. Okay, this is our Gantt chart for our group project. There are a few phases along the semester that we created so that our group will be more organized. So the first phase is the planning phase, where we create group and form group leaders and choose topics from the grocery stores. And the second phase is the interview phase, where we try to approach the stakeholder and try to gather as many information as possible. And the third phase is the project development phase, where we try to design and build the project. And the last phase is the development phase, where we evaluate the project and create a prototype. And lastly, we present the prototype. Okay, next.
Okay, as conclusion, the online grocery system is happen to be the best solution to help 99 Speedmart to curb the risk of losses that occur because of COVID-19. Due to COVID-19, people are scared to buy groceries physically in order to avoid themselves from being infected by COVID-19. Besides the increasing of technology implementation in today's business entity lead to new trend of digital purchasing that are believed to be more convenient than the traditional physical purchases. The digital purchasing is a new trend because customer can easily buy anything they want through their phones. Okay. That's all from me. And that's all from our group mate. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. Boleh dengar tak suara saya? Can you all hear me?
Yes, Doctor.
Boleh, boleh.
Boleh, Doktor.
Thank you for your presentation. It's nice color. I like orange. Cuma if you were the consultant for 99 Speedmart, consider using their punya team color lah, kan? Dia punya team color apa? Hijau and white and hijau and orange. Yeah, so you have to put somewhere green in your slide. But it's nice. Right, there's a few things that I would like to add on. The system that you're proposing is adequate. It's suitable for our team. That means you are suggesting a system for customer to enhance customer experience while shopping. Okay, but definitely you have to integrate your idea with a current system that the company has within. If I'm not mistaken, if you go to your early slide, you share about current system yang company ada when they are receiving orders daripada headquarters ataupun receiving dia punya inventory and stock. Can we go to that slide? Here, yang ni. So here, if you can see that there are systems that currently being in place. It might not be online system, but an information system that the company are using, whereby they have to enter the stock or the inventory that they have in the premises into system, right? So when they do that, it's actually capturing information about the stock that they have in a system. And that's why when customer are buying any item from the premise, the system will automatically deduct that item from their stock inventory system. So it tells the manager how much they have left, so that the system will automatically alert, yeah, on the subsequent order from the HQ. So you have to anticipate that. So my suggestion dalam you punya sistem ni, propose system tu, can we go to your punya propose slide activity tu? Alright, right here. Okay, so looking at the administrative work, login add item tu, that add item can actually be integrated with the system. That means by the time that the manager or the staff being assigned to add item is actually doing the same thing for the system as well. You integrate both, right? Apa tu? Try to do that so that we are not be wasting the efficiency of the company. Yeah, dua kerja pula kalau kata dia nak ni. And you have to remember, we are proposing a requirement. You are not designing the actual system. Okay, so in doing that, fulfilling the requirement, of course, still ada prototype, but we are calling it as a requirements prototype. So kalau tengok dekat you punya Gantt chart, can you go to your Gantt chart? Right. So yang last kali when you said about project development phase, you are developing, but you are developing requirement prototype. Okay, so project modeling, designing the project requirements. You are designing the requirement because requirement by itself dia ada dia punya cycle dia sendiri. You identify requirements, you model the requirements, you design the requirements, and you develop prototypes of the requirements. So bila prototype tu dalam bentuk interfaces, low fidelity interfaces, once you get the user to test that prototype and they verify and validate that prototype, now it ready for the real design. Okay, so terminology tu kita tambah sikit lah, right? So overall I'm happy, this is good and you boleh proceed lah. Okay, cuma itulah nanti activity diagram tu be particular sikit lah ya. Yang the propose tadi tu dia tak guna betul-betul yang macam you all belajar minggu lepas. Minggu lepas ke minggu ni? Minggu ni activity diagram last week. Dia punya start stop dia tu, start and end tu tak betul. Dia tengok balik, observe balik, right? Okay, yang lain-lain tu cantik dah. Okay, next group.
Next group is us, data now. Afif, stop sharing, Afif. Okay, thank you.
Roy, background tu ada dekat effect Roy.
Okay. Semua ready? Okay. Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. We are Data Now and today we present to you e-commerce for Rosham Mart. Before we start, this is the Data Now members. Me, myself as the project leader, Natasha Aisyah, Aizat, Fatin, Ifan, Amirul and also Iqbal. This is the content of our slide. Now we will talk about the organization. The organization is ST Rosham Mart Sdn Bhd. ST stands for Sweetenak, but the famous way on calling this company is Rosham Mart. So we have acknowledged the main two supermarket, which is in Shah Alam and also at City Wangsa. Rosham Mart Supermarket is owned by the famous producer and actor Datuk Rosham Noor. Rosham Mart provides its customer with groceries such as fruits, vegetables, cooking ingredients, fish and many more. So now we will look on the person in charge, who is Encik Afwan Nazif, who is the Assistant Supervisor MIS at Rosham Mart Shah Alam Sdn Bhd. Encik Afwan is a busy person and we finally allocate a session for the interview, which is this weekend. Next, I will hand it over to Amirul Hafiz.
Okay, next, the problem faced by the company is the first problem is current ordering process through Facebook, Telegram, and WhatsApp is not systematic, and the order data is hard to be retrieved as the data is saved in Microsoft Words only. The next problem is customer cannot see the quantity of stock available when they make the order. Thus, the worker need to inform each of the customer if the ordered item is out of stock. And the last problem is the current ordering process is time consuming and troublesome as it requires the worker in charge to always keep in check and always reply to each of the customers message for the order. I hand it to Irfan for the next presentation.
Okay, we propose a system based on a website for Rosham Mart. The customer will browse and choose their groceries item and then add their choices into a cart on the website. If they have more item needed to buy, the customer will continue add their item into the chart. Then the website will gather the customer details, including phone number, name, and addresses, and also display their details. Any mistakes of information will be corrected by the customer and proceed to checkout of their item. The customer will be given two options of obtaining the item, which is self pick up by them at Rosham Mart or delivery by Rosham Mart. Then the customer can choose to pay by cash during self pick up or delivery. And then they will give an option to pay through online transaction or by cash when they uh, pick their item at Rosham Mart. And then the system will give the receipt to the customer. That's all. I will pass to Iqbal.
Okay, thank you, Irfan. So for the benefits, the ordering process will become more systematic and the ordering data will be stored in a place that can be retrieved. Customer can see the quantity of stock available when they make the order, hence will make the buying process smoothly and much easier. It is swift and easier as it will proceed automatically. The system will generate it automatically, like the stock number or anything else. So I will hand it over to the Isaac for the next part.
Thank you, Iqbal. So for our plan requirement elicitation, as you can see, we have created flowchart for each elicitation techniques. So we use for elicitation techniques which are brainstorm, interview, observation, and survey. So for brainstorm, we make a project meeting at Google Meet to discuss problems to be solved for Rosham Mart. Next, we for the interview, we interview Madam Maria, who is in charge of the customer service for online order and delivery. As Natasha have said that Encik Afwan is a busy person. So next, for observation, our group leader Natasha Aisha has been there at Rosham Mart to monitor how the current business process. Next, lastly, for the survey, we have created survey which consists of questionnaire to acknowledge Rosham Mart's customer preference on current business process and Rosham Mart's future business process that we propose. However, we haven't distributed yet the survey to the customer since we are waiting for the validation from Encik Afwan. So next, I will hand it over to Natasha Aisha. Thank you.
Okay, so for the proposed project timeline, we use SDLC, which is System Development Life Cycle. For the stage 1 is the planning, and for the planning, we choose for Rosham Mart Grocery Store. For the second one is analysis, and it's for getting information about Rosham Mart. Stage 3 will be designing the e-commerce for Rosham Mart. Stage 4 will be implementation of the e-commerce. Stage 5 will be testing and integration of Rosham Mart e-commerce, and lastly will be the project submission. This is the Gantt chart for the project timeline by weeks. So within week 1 to week 4, we have planned. And currently right now, week 4 to week 8, we are doing the knowledge elicitation. And somewhere after we have done knowledge elicitation, we will start the designing and also implementation at the same time. Then we have testing and finalist material before we submit the project during week 12 to week 14. Then lastly is the conclusion. So we acknowledge that Rosham Mart has two ways to purchase, which is physically being at Rosham Mart and ordering online through Facebook, WhatsApp or Telegram. And online shopping e-commerce is proposed to ease the online transaction. Then this will help customer in purchasing anywhere and anytime. Also, there's a variety of payment and delivery methods, and we will add an add to cart feature to organize their item. And lastly, this can help increasing the revenue for Rosham Mart also. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Okay. You all memang nak buat sistem untuk Rosham Mart Nak buat sistem yang siap? Are you intend to? Looking from your punya timeline tu, it scares me lah. Tengok balik punya timeline.
Okay.
You are going to implement that system and then seems that you are going to test with the real market, with the real customer, isn't it? Is that what
That's
you're
just a plan. That's just a plan. If we can, then maybe we will. But for now, we just talk about prototyping.
I don't think it's possible within these few weeks.
Okay. Kalau macam tu kita orang stick prototyping.
Macam ni, sebenarnya the purpose of this course is actually to help you to teach the student on how you are doing requirement analysis untuk subjek ni. So the deliverable for requirement analysis fasa pertama dalam STLC kan, after planning, second stage adalah requirements, right? So dalam requirements tu sebenarnya the intention or the objective of the requirement analysis is for the developer to be able to produce SRS. So SRS tu stands for Software Requirement Specification. So dalam specification tu dia akan ada semua the design of the modeling semua tu. Right, so dalam requirement tu sendiri dia ada cycle dia yang nampak that sometimes student confused with the terminology of the whole development punya life cycle kan. Dia ada if you go into detail dia ada you plan for requirements and then you elicit requirements and then you analyze and then you design the modeling tu, but it's still under requirement punya stage. And when you design the interfaces, you akan guna storyboard kan. Lepas tu yang tunjukkan all the use cases semua tu lah. Use cases tu, when you draw use cases, it means that you design the requirement. You draw the use cases and then you buat activity diagram, you draw all the activity diagram and then mapkan dalam sequence diagram semua tu, that's actually design for the requirements. Lepas tu you develop prototype of requirements. Prototype of requirements. So dia tak ada data apa semua, tak ada lagi. Okay. So my suggestion, maybe you look back at your timeline and I cuma tanya ni because I do not know what's your promise to the store.
We haven't done the interview session with Encik Afwan yet. So we tak promise apa-apa lagi.
So when you sit with Encik Afwan later, just be clear. We do not want the company to have high expectation. But if it's possible, maybe you can tell them that if the requirements is successful dan dia pun tengok you punya prototype tu cantik, it's possible for you to pass it to the next round of student, other courses ke, FYP student ke, yang student buat proposal, for them to carry on doing that. So dia macam kita kena network kan. So that your effort ni, your beginning efforts tu tak go down the waste lah kan. Tak pergi masuk dalam longkang je, sayang kan, because you jumpa dengan store owner, lepas you collect data and then they have high hope kan. Cuma you tak mampu nak buat sampai siap. It's impossible. Looking at the timeline memang impossible kan. Kalau you bagi sistem yang cukup makan, nanti mana boleh company pakai kan, because sistem kena finish, complete and apa kita kata fulfill. Kalau macam ni takut ada benda yang sangat-sangat kurang.
Okay.
So masa time tu kena explain lah Kalau after tunjuk prototype, requirement prototype to the that representative and they are happy with it, then you boleh kata you are going to pass to other students for the next round untuk carry on for design pula ke.
Betul.
And then another round of student akan go for the whole development of the system.
Okay, Doktor.
So comment untuk you for the time being is that you have to rectify you punya timeline.
Okay.
Yang lain-lain tu saya nampak cantik. Cuma my question is, why do you think that the company are using WhatsApp as a medium to get orders from the customer?
We have done the observation. So when I went to the Rosham Mart store, there's this gambar ni saya ambil, and when I asked the customer service, they said they can do online ordering, but they only use WhatsApp and Telegram and also Facebook Messenger.
So maksudnya dia allow sebab dia belum ada sistem online lah, that's why they do it. Okay, so
and they only use Lala Move, which is expensive lah juga.
Okay. Dia kadang-kadang macam ni. It's not that the company, okay, that one you kena find out lah. Sometimes company bukan dia tak nak ada online system, macam what the Tesco was doing kan. Bukan dia tak nak, dia nak. Tapi masih lagi dia nak go for WhatsApp. Kenapa? There's a reason for that. Some company dia kata yes, correct. Satu cost. Sebab dia tak nak incur cost pada dia dan juga pada customer dia. Some customer memang suka phone je. Dan dia, for them going online system is very complicated. Kan nak klik ke semua kan. So you have to find out. Kalau dia kata sebab kami tak ada online system lagi, that's why kami guna WhatsApp. So when you are proposing online system, it will solve their problem. Ada company dia kata kalau ada online system pun kami still akan maintain WhatsApp communication ni sebab they wanted to reach the other segment of in the market. Ada segmen ni yang mana memang tak nak guna ataupun tak comfortable using all mobile app lah apa semua tu kan. Sebab dia tak nak bayar online ke, dia nak bayar once delivered dia bayar guna cash. Dalam Move is possible to do that way kan. So mungkin ada reason lah. That once you kena find out so that masa you punya description of the problem tu be very very explainable lah. Right?
Okay.
Thank you group. Cantik.
Doktor.
You punya ni pun nampak possible to do the application sama macam group tadi juga. And if you're able to do that online system, will really solve their problem lah. Sebab saya tengok WhatsApp punya order ni memang very complex yang sangat leceh, especially for the person yang staff yang nak in charge tu. Right?
I asked the person in charge yang jaga counter untuk customer service ni. Dia pun kata if ada website or e-commerce, it will be very easy for them lah.
Okay, so you memang solve problem dia lah, right? Okay, thank you group.
Thank you, Doktor.
Thank you, Doktor.
Thank you, Doktor.
Thank you, Doktor.
Hello, and so I believe the next group it would be mine.
Yeah, your
So
group,
let
yeah.
me present my screen first.
Okay, Kamaru, go ahead, take the floor.
Okay, I think we're ready. Hello and assalamualaikum everyone, and also Juan. This is Adha, and I will be representing my team, Left Brain. So, students, to start off with the group members, we have yours truly as the project manager, followed by we have Samuel Marzuki as the backend developer, and we have Nurul Izlin as the front-end developer, and also we have Putri Shaidatul as our UI and UX designer. So for the table of contents, we have the organizational background until the proposed project timeline. So the overall purpose of this presentation is to give some sense of progress regarding our project and also to seek the approval. So before we can go over the Humpty Dumpty Mart, which is the business that we are trying to integrate into the online platform, first we have to go through the BZAC Cell Solutions overhead. So feel free to read over the text, but I'll just summarize. BZAC Cell Solutions is the parent company for two other companies, which are Humpty Dumpty Mart, which we are doing, and also Stop and Shop, I believe. So the parent company is in the retail and business consulting. It handles business, banking, finance management, and also information technology domain. So now we can go over the Humpty Dumpty Mart itself. It is one of the convenience stores in ICT, which is your simple, typical grocery store, sells the typical products like you would imagine. But the key note here is that Humpty Dumpty provides high quality and a high variety of eggs. And I myself, who is a regular shopper, buys my eggs here quite frequently. So if you are near ICT and you happen to see Humpty Dumpty Mart, I would suggest going for the lactose love egg. I believe that's the name. So yes, it's quite cheap. So 6 ringgit for 12 eggs, one carton.
Again, what was that? Lactose what?
I forgot. I'm blacking in the name, but there's something. I could go into my kitchen right
Is
now
it
and get.
ice cream or what? Is it ice cream?
No, it's the egg. Yes.
Oh, egg.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
high quality egg. Yes.
For 6 ringgit for 10?
For 12, actually.
12. Quite spicy, but expected.
But for the quality, I
bagusnya.
must say it is pretty cheap compared with the eggs in Kappa. I would say here it is totally worth it.
Yeah, you go all the way from Klang to ICT just for eggs, yeah? Oh, very nice of you.
Actually, I'm currently staying in Shah Alam, so this is my go-to shop right now.
Okay, I see.
All right. Okay. So for the current business process, I believe that my colleague Putri will be handling this. So Putri, are you there?
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Putri. I'm so sorry, madam, can't open the camera due to my internet connection is slow. So first, the
It's
current
okay.
process, customer enter Humpty Dumpty Mart. Customer choose their product that they want, and then customer make payment at the counter. So after make payment, payment method selected by cash or debit card. If debit card is successful, then the process will be end or generate bill. If the method selected debit card is not successful, then repeat the payment method and then cash, and then generate bill and then end the business process. So next, will be go to the problem of the business, will be explained by Adha. Thank you.
Okay, sorry about that. I actually went into my kitchen and tried to see if I have any eggs left. Okay, so the problem right now is the lack of online presence. So initially, okay, thank you, Iqbal. So initially, before the COVID-19 pandemic, the Humpty Dumpty Mart has an active Facebook page where they would update their events. Usually during the Christmas time, they would hold events, they would have gatherings. But due to the COVID-19 pandemic, they had to terminate most of the employees, leaving only one to handle the store daily alone. And because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Facebook page has become dormant, meaning there are no updates anymore. So, and I asked the person in charge, who is the shop owner, Mrs. Mashful, who is from the Middle Eastern region. She said that there's no business card, there's no catalog, there's no data, there's nothing that we can use to help them, to assist them in going into the online platform. So we as a team actually suggested that we will be handling everything, meaning that we will be creating the business card, which we have done. We will be collecting the data ourselves. We will be doing the, sorry, what? Is everything all right?
Sorry. I didn't intend to do that. I'm sorry. Carry on.
Oh, okay. It's okay. It's fine. So where was I? Okay, so we have no data to work with right now. There's no strategy in their item location, I would say. So everything from A until the end, we have to do it. We have to study the products. We have to study the strategy of the items, and we have to do it from scratch. So that is one of the problems that we will be facing. So the other problem is that it is solely on the business itself, which is the number of working employees. Again, like I said, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, there's a reduce in cash flow. The business had to make budget cuts in order to save the revenue. So since there is only one employee, so the business, the store, has to temporarily close down in between his break time. So meaning that, let's say that the employee takes a 15-minute break to go for his lunch or maybe something like that, then in that period of time, there might be some customers that would like to make some purchases. So they would be losing customers. As a result, they will be losing revenue. So that's the main problem right now. So moving on with the problem, we have the proposed system, which will be explained by Islin. Islin, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sure, Islin.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Nur Islin. I will be explaining about the proposed system. Okay, so for the proposed system, the system will be displaying the promotion, features, categories, and product description. First thing first, user need to log in order to choose product and entering the quantity of the product and then adding it to the cart. If they want to add more, the process will be repeated. If not, the total purchase of the product will be calculated once they check out their cart, and then the order will be confirmed so they can choose the delivery courier. And then the total price will be calculated based on the total purchase and delivery charges. And lastly, the bill will be generated and customers can make payment on different payment methods such as credit card, online banking, e-wallet, and so on. And the system will end. All the process will be repeated if the customers want to make another new purchases. And next will be the benefit. So for the benefit of the system, it can improve the guest experience. The system enables business to deliver on exceptional experience to their customer by displaying attractive features and make it simple. For example, by adding and removing orders, use promotion codes, and identify special promotion product based on their categories. And the second one is efficient management and operation. It has excellent inventory management and a quick invoicing procedure. The retail operation become so the retail operation become more efficient. The third one is improving both sales and customer pleasure. It can improve the service quality as a result, labor savings and increase the efficiency. Next will be fast checkout time. When the billing process is totally automated, it improves staff efficiency, customer satisfaction, and productivity. And lastly, the acceptance of multiple payment methods. When a customer can split their bills among different methods, such as credit card, gift voucher, online banking, and so on, the system can handle numerous payment methods at the same time without creating duplicate bills. It will save the organization and customer a significant amount of time. That's all for the benefit. So I will pass to Putri for the plan for the requirement elicitation.
Okay, for the plan for requirement elicitation, we made interview. The informal interview has been conducted with the store owner of Humpty Dumpty Mart by meeting themselves to learn more about their business company. So the purpose of the interview is to gather information that will be used to develop an online grocery system. So next slide. So this is the question and answer we interviewed Puan Mashful binti Abdullah, the store owner of the Humpty Dumpty Mart. So for the current problem faced by the business is, I had said just now, due to the pandemic, the business had to terminate several employees in order to maintain the business revenue. So since there is only one employee left, so the business will not operate in between the break times. So the result of the business being unavailable for anyone to purchase their groceries during break time. So next. For the people, is there anyone else beside the one employee that is running the business on a daily basis? So Puan Mashful said the current employee is the only one who be handle the day-to-day tasks. Who are the regular clients? So the regular clients are resident of ICT such as ISOHO, ISO and iLibrary. Next. So what the data that items are being sold by the business? Typically, grocery items such as the chicken eggs, which is quite pricey. The eggs, RM6, I think. And the system of the sales, there is no online system currently. Next. So how does the business operate daily? The business is client coming into the buy groceries or snack, and then they will pay at the counter. How would you like to improve the current business? Clients would be able to make order in advance without the need to enter the store physically. Next slide will be proposed project timeline will be explained by Sam. Thank you.
All right. So this is the proposed project timeline for our group, Team Left Brain, for the Humpty Dumpty Mart. So as you can see there, we have around 5 phases, which includes planning phases, the design phases, the testing phase, the implementation phase, and last but not least, the documentation phase. But right now, we are only trying to show the planning phase, as the other phases are still to be discussed. So from there, you can see the start of the project is around 25th of October 2021, and then you can see we start off with the identifying the business, and then business analysis, proposal presentation, then we had the interview session, and last but not least, we ended with the proposal presentation itself. And from there, you can see the proposal presentation actually passed the red line, which is considered to be the first milestone for this project timeline. And with that being said, the design phases, the testing phase, the implementation phase, and documentation phase has all been allocated their own time of completion, in which the design phase is, to be honest, having around 3 weeks of progress time, and then testing phase will be around a week after that. Then the implementation would be around 5 days, if I'm not mistaken. And last but not least, ending with the documentation phase with regards of creating the reports and testimonies, feedback with the whole prototype for around 3 days at the end of our project timeline, which is on the 10th of January 2022. So moving on to the conclusion itself. This proposed system can definitely improve the business in which either the transaction, the whole management, or even the customer satisfaction themselves. So the whole overall transaction of goods, whether or not it is the selling, the restocking, or the whole sorting out of the products that have been sold at Humpty Dumpty Mart, can definitely be much more efficient with the presence of this prototype. And the customer satisfaction will definitely be much better, as the whole purpose itself is to provide greater experience for the customers, and therefore with the system itself, the customer can happily come to Humpty Dumpty Mart much often. And the last but not least, the store itself can consider a future expansion, either increasing the range of products or even literally increasing the size of the store in order to cater to the demands of the customers. And with that last statement, we end our proposal presentation. And on behalf of my team Left Brain, thank you very much for listening. And once again, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, group. Actually, I'm not sure whether you wanted to do a website system or you're going to do a mobile application.
Regarding that, one has stated that it should be a web application and not a mobile application. Yes, in that statement.
She for the team for this semester's team would be the websites, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I wonder why I have 3 groups in a row all are doing websites, yeah? That's the reason to it. Because there was one time all the students are doing mobile apps, yeah? ISP550. So perhaps that's the way it is, yeah? Okay, good. Can I see your activity diagram for proposed system? Okay. I wonder why you didn't include payment activity here. You're not going to include payment, or is it any particular reason, or is it considered part of the bill generated, or what?
So for the payment, so the payment gateway, I asked one whether to what extent we will be doing the payment gateway. She said that if you are able to output the price, meaning the bill, then that will be considered as making the payment. She said that you don't really have to subscribe to, let's say, IP88 to make the official payment. So for this proposed system, for just an example, we will be not handling the payment directly because there's no way of doing it unless you subscribe to IP88. So for now, we will be accepting credit cards, but at the end, we will only be generating the bill to the customers.
Okay. My suggestions is that it doesn't seem that it finished with bill generated, since we're talking about choosing the delivery. Yeah, it involved delivery. When macam mana? Maybe my expectation is different from the owner punya expectation, ya.
Okay.
Saya nampak macam when you want to conclude a sales transaction, it's supposed to be concluded with payment. Yeah, payment nowadays become the one of the crucial activity part of the sales transaction.
Okay.
Like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, when students are presenting or proposing a shopping cart, for example, during that time, student always stop there. Bill generated and that's it. Ini macam like 15 years ago punya students punya proposal of the activities ya. Because during that time there was kita kata ada limitation. Online payment is very difficult to be implemented together with the system online shopping system ni. Masa tu. Satu because of the kita kata the payment punya gateway tu sendiri complicated. Dia tak universal, dia is not that simply that any developer can just have integrate both system kan. But nowadays it is so convenient. And my suggestion is that kalau dia tak nak subscribe to any of the gateway, it's fine. You can just put it as a cash payment. Cash payment maksudnya kita kata payment, if you put it as a payment, that means whatever the means that the customer are required to prove for the payment is fine. Mungkin customer tu bayar online banking off the system is fine. That means dia kena ada apa tu bukti pembelian tu probably uploaded ke, screenshot ke kan, ataupun dia hantar dekat owner tu behind the system ke, is fine. Tapi you kena conclude dekat sini payment tu, boleh tak?
I think so. It's doable.
So because nanti I'm looking at towards the end of you punya deliverable. Nanti bila you present dia punya interfaces, sebab nanti we don't expect the system to run masa you punya presentation. You are presenting the interfaces with dummy data ataupun tak ada data pun kan. So masa tu kita nak tengok on the flow of final when the bill are generated, what happened. So conclusion tu tak ada. So lepas bill generated, that means there will be another interface that can accommodate for the payment tu. Cash would probably be the you punya option for the time being lah kan. So at least ada cash kat situ pun dah boleh conclude transaction lah.
Okay.
Boleh group? So maybe the owner tak nak, but you conclude you punya activity tu dengan a kind of sales punya conclusion. Okay? Yang lain-lain dah cantik. And I wonder what kind of logo that you are designing for the company. You design apa yang gambar kat depan tu ke?
So we didn't design the logo, but we did design the business card.
Okay. The one that you shared in the Trello, is it?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Siapa punya idea tu?
The design, I believe that would be from the UI UX designer.
Okay, Syaida.
Putri Syaida tu.
Okay, nice design because quite impressive masa saya buka tu. Oh, cantik kat ni.
So this is the proposed business card, I would say, designed by her.
Okay. Nice. And the logo is already memang dah ada lah.
Yep, that was provided by the store itself.
Oh, okay. I thought it come with you punya designer punya idea. But dia blended lah right?
Yep.
Nice initiative lah to help out the company, even though it's not required for you all to do that. Are you getting paid?
No. Unpaid interns as usual.
Oh, you work as intern there?
More or less interns, I would say. Unpaid for the sake of the project.
Yalah, you give something now, you may get something else in return later, ya?
Alright, sure.
Ke you mengorak dia punya anak ke? Okay, just joking, sorry for that. Okay, Thank you, group.
Okay.
It's a nice system, and you can carry on and proceed with that lah. Okay.
Okay.
We have another 2 groups ya. Kalau tak sempat, then the last group akan present next week. Yeah. Okay, next group, please take the floor. Thank you.
I just wanted to confirm
Mm-hmm.
for the final one, the final project, it will be a prototype, a working prototype.
No,
Or
it's a low or medium fidelity punya prototype, which means that it's just a dummy. And in fact, we are not expect the system to be 100% siap, dan apa tu kita kata dia macam array system. It's just that you wanted to show the requirements yang you dah collect, yang you dah modelkan dalam bentuk use cases semua tu. Kita tengok how those system cater ataupun accommodate all the use cases.
Okay.
So it might look like a real system, but it's not working. Yeah. Data tu tak ada lah.
Okay. So it looks like it's working from the front end, but in the back end there's no system.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I see. So I thought we have to build one. Okay, because we have decided the technology that we are going to use. In Trello, I have specified that we are going for PHP, the language that my team has learned during our diploma days. So it's just the front end showing the flow of it and not the. Okay, that makes things.
In fact, you boleh pakai Adobe X pun kan?
Yes,
That's why student. That's why student you are afraid to imagine the the most creative way of doing things. Sebab apa you takut you nak buat tak sempat kan? That's why do not afraid to imagine, do things propose some things that is so fabulous for the company. Sebab you bukan nak develop a real system. You tunjuk dia punya functionality dalam bentuk interfaces sahaja.
Okay. All right, understood. So I don't have to use PHP anymore. All right, thank you so much, Frank.
Right, so that's why payment tu saya kata, don't worry about it. You just want to have see the punya the flow tu macam conclude the sales.
Okay, sure. All right.
It's possible. You don't have to subscribe to any gateway pun actually, because it's not a working prototype.
Okay,
right?
sorry, my bad. Okay.
So yang lain-lain juga ya. So this comment is actually, this question is good because it lets all of you knows that you are not expected to create a working system. We want just to show the functionalities of the system, the modeling that you have done using all the use cases tu. Kita nak tunjukkan functionalities tu dalam bentuk interface. Right? Okay. Thank you, Adha, for the question.
Okay, thank you so much, man. All right, thank you.
All right, next group.
Hello, Assalamualaikum Doktor.
Salam, ya silakan.
Okay. Can you see my screen, Doktor?
Ya, clear. Boleh nampak.
Okay. Nampak kecil ke? Screen ni
Yes,
kecil.
it's more for my eyes. Tapi tak apa, I boleh zoom. Now I already zoom punya slide.
Macam mana Sekejap
On rotate, yang rotate.
On rotate.
Buat
You rotate you punya phone.
Tak, ni dekat PC ni.
Okay, tak apa. Carry on. Saya akan, ni dah besar dah.
Okay lah, daripada sini je lah.
Okay.
Sorry ya. Okay. Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Zakwan. And me and my group will explain about Park Grocer online system. So our team consists of me, Haikal, and Marina, Hafizaida, Aina, and Hasha. And introduction, one of the most affected part of daily life are heavily influenced by the pandemic recently, right? And the process of buying daily items such as groceries are affected. There are also many factors that contribute to these inconveniences. Company background. Park Grocer is a brand name in the industry of grocery retail in Malaysia. It is operated by Bumiputra and prioritize halal concept. It offers daily needs of households such as groceries, cleaning needs, fresh produces, and others. With the tagline of Jiran Anda, Park Grocer wants to help the neighborhood together with its friendly customer service. Currently, the company has 31 branches and aims to expand their reach. The problem for the company right now is the business is slower due to the pandemic, and there are no online business solution. Currently, they have website, but they don't have a transactional process. And the objective of our system is to introduce digital concept of grocery store through the website and not the mobile application to create a complete online business solution, online transaction, and to enhance shopping experience. Um, for example, update available stocks for products. And then for current business process, I will pass on to my next team member.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Marina. So today I will present about the current business process in Park Grocer for grocery ordering. So there is only one way for customer to purchase item from Park Grocer, which is in-store purchases. So for these in-store purchases, the customer will go to the cashier to hand in the item they want to buy, and then they can only pick the item that is available in the store only, and then after that the grocer cashier will ask the customer if there are any items that they want to add on. If there is any, so the customer needs to hand in the item too. If not, then the cashier will continue to confirm the order, and then customer needs to confirm their order with the cashier, or otherwise the order would be cancelled. Only confirm order will proceed, and then customer have two option to proceed the payment, whether using cash or card, and then the cashier will process the payment, and then the process would be complete. Next is the process of managing stock update. So for the process of managing stock update, Park Grocer employee will check on the store for their stock, and then if they found out that there is a shortage in any or of their products, so they would need to request the product to their HQ, and then the HQ will contact their supplier and then order the product, and then the supplier will then deliver it to the store. But if everything is enough, then they would not need to do anything. Okay, so that's all from me, so I will pass to Aina.
So how product organized and categorized in Park Grocer? They provide shelves and divided into few departments based on the category of the products. So for instance, there is a fresh food, hardware products, snacks, and others.
Next is the plan for requirement illustration. My name is Hafizaida. And the first illustration process is interview.
Sekejap ya, saya yang tak dengar ke ataupun memang tak ada suara?
Rasanya Hafizaida punya internet connection tak berapa nak okey.
Requirements.
Okey.
Hello?
Dah okey dah.
Carry on Hafiza.
How they organize and categorize their products and their own requirements for the new system. Next is observation. We are planning to go to Park Grocer Camp Rimba in Shah Alam. The members would be Marina, Hafizida, Aina and Hasha. We will observe ourselves the business process there and see how they manage their products. And last, we did brainstorming where all members are involved to create questions for the interview. Next is Hasha.
Okay, I will presenting about the project timeline. So we have 5 phases here. The starting off with project initiation and planning. Next will be analysis, in which we are currently in this process. We will conduct our interview tomorrow. The third process will be design. Next implementation, and lastly prototype. Okay, next. This is our Gantt chart. Sorry for the blurry picture. So we can see that we have completed the phase 1, which in the blue color, and now we are currently in the phase 2, the red one, in which we have done some of it but are not completed yet. Okay, that's all from us. Next, so the conclusion is we hope that by the end of this project, the systems are expected to accomplish their aims and objectives, and we hope to finish on time. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you group. Pak apa? Pak apa nama kedai dia?
Park Grocer.
Park Grocer. Dekat sini di mana? Dekat Selangor ada a few kan?
Dekat Shah Alam ada dekat Camp Rimba.
Camp Rimba.
Dekat Puncak Alam ada dia. Tapi saya tak pernah pergi pun lagi.
Okay, never come across this shop before. Right, so you are going to interview them tomorrow. Then only you boleh buat propose system lah kan, sebab activity diagram untuk propose system belum ada ya.
Betul.
Okay. However, my comment sama macam dia ada groups yang lain on your project timeline. Please tengok balik because we are not expected you to develop the system. So modify sikit lah project timeline tu. Dia punya activity lah sekali. Your second last slide. Right, saya mungkin tak nampak sebab it's quite small, but I can anticipate daripada slide yang sebelum tu, slide ke-13 tu Kal. Okay. So daripada sini I can anticipate that you punya timeline ni nampak macam you're trying to achieve a full system punya development ya, but please modify to only cover until requirements punya phase ya. So design here tapi design of requirement lah, like ataupun ada term for design, modeling of the design ya. And then you ada prototype, requirement prototype development, tapi dia punya tajuk dia tu lain sikit lah ya. So you modify on that. So it will goes the same for you punya timeline punya Gantt chart tu. Ya, modify sikit. We are not expecting you to develop a complete set of system. Ya, just to design or just to create requirements prototype. Right? Okay, good. So boleh carry on. Nampak macam sama tema dengan group-group lain ya. So you're going to develop web system lah. Okay. Thank you group. Okay,
Thank you
next
so much,
group.
Thank you, Doktor.
Kita ada lagi 20 minit dan kita boleh accommodate the last group insyaAllah.
Ya, Doktor.
Ya.
Nampak kami dah? Doktor?
Nampak. Boleh. Tapi ada sekali dengan you punya screen meet. So yang meet tu you minimize kan. Meet tu, yang meet yang kita punya
Tak ada
meeting.
minimize.
Oh tak ada minimize. You tolak dia ke tepi. Juga.
Kenapa saya kami dah?
If do you mind using your mic for a while?
Tak apa, carry on with whatever that we the constraint tu tak apa, boleh lah kita ignore je.
Okay, anyways, hi, assalamualaikum. My name is Amrul. Okay, these are my pernah lah. My name is Amrul. And my faculty member is Ali bin Muhammad Nasir, followed by Abdul Azim bin Ismail, Muhammad Irfan itself, representative, and Muhammad Haikal. Okay, so for the KK Mart, so we are doing KK Mart online delivering system. Okay, it is founded in January 16 by Datuk Sri Dr. K.K. Chai together with the children of his siblings. It was siblings work lah. Okay, and along that, the company has expanded its business to more than 300 units of outlets, not only in Malaysia, but abroad to Nepal and India. KK Mart is the first mart that aims to be sustainable as a modernized mom and pop store, providing an all year round 24 hours, even after PKP phase 4. It's actually the first mart that opens 24 hours up until today and offers up to 9,000 varieties of other essential products. The current information system the organization is using is just, the cash register system, the POS system. And facial recognition system is capable of detecting faces via closed circuit television CCTV. Next, I'm going to pass it to my team member about current business process.
My name is Jim. I try to present. And by e-commerce such as Lazada. And by information on the order and the payment details. Hello?
Azim, your mic is quite laggy.
Hello?
Hello? Okay, can.
Boleh dengar tak?
Okay, boleh. But I think it was.
Alright. This is the activity diagram that represents the current business process of the grocery ordering of the store by using an e-commerce platform such as Lazada. Once an order is placed by the customer by using the apps, and information on the order and the payment details will be received by the store. It then will be processed and will be sent for delivery. Alright, next.
Okay, for the problem, I'll talk a little bit about the problem. So the first problem is that the products are updated manually by hand. So sometimes it can cause error because you can't read the handwriting, right? And next is queuing. So when you go to the shop physically, you have to queue, and when you queue, it's a hassle because sometimes you're carrying heavy stuff, right? Next is time. So customer have to wait for other customers to choose their product. For example, Like you want to buy noodles, right? So you go to the noodles section and you see there are people but choosing their favorite noodles. So it's common courtesy to wait for them, right? So it takes time. The next one is miscalculation. For example, when you go to the cashier to scan some stuff, you not only have one stuff, right? You have like 10 stuff. So sometimes the cashier will forget to scan some stuff and causes a miscalculation. Next is the flexibility. So before the pandemic, right, the shop was open 24 hours. But after the pandemic, the store has to open like around 6 o'clock in the morning and close at 12 o'clock in the morning. Lastly is the dissatisfaction by customers. So for example, if the customer goes to the shop to buy diapers, right, and suddenly the product is out of stock, so the customer has wasted his time and also his petrol. So next, I'll give it to Irfan to talk about the proposed solution.
So for the proposed system, okay, for the customer, at the start, after start, the system will display available product, and if the user add to cart an item with a quantity, the system will check is the user is logged in. If yes, supposed to be is no. If no, it will ask have account, and then if no, it will register and then go to login. If yes, if they have an account, they will go to login and go to go to check if the user done at to placing an order. If no, they will go to up here, which is choosing an item again. And if user is done, it will go to checkout and check if the user wants the delivery or collection. So if the delivery, they will ask for enter an address. If collection, they will choose collection point. After that, they will make a payment with e-wallet, debit card, or bank transfer, and then the system will show receipt. For the staff, first they will ask is logged in. If no, they will log in. If yes, they will see they will ask if they want to see list of orders. So if yes, they will display orders and ask delivery or collection. The orders is either delivery or collection. If delivery, they will prepare orders and they will deliver to customer. If it is delivered, then order delivered, and they will update stock and go to end. If not delivered, they will cancel order and return money and update stock and end. If they don't want to see sorry, my bad. If they want to if the order is collection, they will prepare orders and wait for customer to collect, and customer will collect and order delivered. If they don't want to see list order, they will ask the system will ask if they want to see stock price. If no, they will show summary of sale and go to end. If yes, the system will display list of product with their stock and price, and ask them want to change price, want to update stock, want to add new product, and want to delete product. If yes, they will change price. The system will ask for the price to change price, and if update stock, they will ask for update stock. For add new product, they will do the add new product, and if delete product, they will delete product. And after that, they will go to end. For me, next, I will pass to my team members.
Okay, so I'll talk a little bit about the benefit. So the first is that with our proposed solution, the product will be updated online instead of by hand, which decreases the error. Secondly is time. So when you go to the shop physically, you have to walk up and down the aisle to choose the product, right? So it wastes time. So with our product, with our solution, customer can just search online and choose the product. Next is automatic. So all the products are calculated automatically when you put it in the cart, when the customer put it in the cart. So if they just check out only, don't have to count it. Next is flexible. With our online grocery store, the customer can shop 24 hours without waiting for the opening or closing time. The fifth one is spontaneous. Customers can shop from anywhere and anytime. And lastly is the availability. The customer, instead of going to the shop to check whether the product is available, the customer can just open their phone and check it online, whether it's available or not. So it's easier for them. Thank you. Next, I'll give it to Haikal to talk about the time required for the interview.
Okay, for the plan for the requirement elicitation, we use two techniques. First is interview, and the second
Am I lagging?
Yeah, you will lag. Boleh carry on je. Maybe Haikal can tutup kamera.
I think Haikal disconnected.
Yeah, anyone can help with the slide?
Okay, I think I'll do it for him for interview and observation.
Right, thanks, Eniro.
Okay, anyways, the interview will be conducted and the supervisor will interview in order to get and review the answers to the questions. The key point is that she's gonna assist. She's gonna assist us in specifying the requirement for the system. And next is observation. I'm gonna observe the business operation, like how it works and everything, and keep record of the events. While obviously documenting the record for the discussion. Next, propose project timeline. Ali, can you help on project timeline?
Alright, James. This is the proposed project timeline. This is the Gantt chart on this project. We divide into few phases, which is on the analysis, design, development, and testing. As Madam said earlier, the timeline will be changed based on the requirement. This Gantt chart started from 15 November until 22nd of January. Some phases will be done simultaneously to fast up the process. Alright, we'll pass to Amir Hakimi.
Okay, so in conclusion is that the online order system have taken a big turn over the past few years, and setting up an online order system sets up for efficiency, growth, and a steady increase in revenue. Therefore, the proposed system is based on the user's need and is user-centered, which is what the store needed, and the system is developed in considering all issues related to all users which are included in the system. In conclusion, the proposed system will attract customers and adds to the efficiency of making a store and mass ordering and billing sessions. Since KK Mart doesn't have any online ordering system yet, this would be their first one. That's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you group. So kita ada dua group yang sama-sama buat KK Mart ya. So see, you both have to create a distinctive design or apa different bagi nampak lah beza antara dua group so that we will see ya which, not to say which one is better than the other. That means competition is hit between these two groups lah, right? Sebab sama kumpulan. I'm not going to force any of the group to cari kumpulan company lain, tak boleh lah, because you are halfway through already ya. It doesn't matter, cuma I don't know, it can be a competition or it can be a cooperation between both of the groups ya. my comment to the group samalah ya macam group tadi, group-group yang sebelum-sebelum juga ya, and you also aware about that as Ali mentioned. You are going to refine back, rectify on the project timeline ya, sama macam group lain pun. And what I can see, you punya activity diagram tu untuk propose system. Yang tu saya nak komen, tapi saya komen untuk semua group yang lain-lain juga sebenarnya ya. It's not only the comment for your for Haikal punya group. Boleh tak kita tengok balik dekat you punya activity diagram for propose system? Bukan. Propose systems activity diagram. Here. Right. Okay. When you said that this is the proposed system and activity diagram would represent activity that would take place within the system. Yeah. So all the identified the boxes tu sebenarnya adalah activities. Yeah. So you kena tengok balik ya, all other groups ya, tengok balik you punya activity diagram. You have to ensure that the activity that you identify here is actually things that is happening in the system. Yeah, you can see kat sini ada apa, deliver to customer. That is beyond the system. Yeah, that is outside of system. So take it out. Yeah, take it out. And I might suggest some of you, if you have too many activities involving many users, yeah. Kalau kat sini nampak ada 3 ya, customer, system and the staff. In fact, system akan bagi reactions towards the user punya action kan. So you boleh pisahkan menggunakan swim lane. You all dah belajar kan? Macam yang dalam kelas saya tengok activity diagram tu dia ada beberapa ni lah, there are few rules that you can use, suggestionnya untuk make the activity diagram more simplified. It is best that you can use swim lane. Yeah, so you pisahkan activity tu with columns. Yeah, one columns for customer, one the other column, yang tengah tu system, and then there will be another one for staff. Ya, so nampaklah dia punya the whole activity tu berlaku concurrently between all the 3 users. Yeah, right. And with that, I would like all of the group to submit to me the slides so that I want to look at you punya activity diagram. And I want to make comment on it. Ya, sebab kalau nak buat comment during this presentation slot tak sempat. So saya reserve comment tu dalam slide tu terus. I will give comment on the slide when you submit to me, and then I will return back to you. Right? Semua group lah bukan group Hakimi saja. Ya, semua group submit to me. And then final say about you punya group project. Okay. This is my advice. Student, please do not concentrate on building the prototype but leaving the documentation, your report behind. Yeah, I've seen most cases students are so concentrated on prototype development ni ya, tapi dia punya report tu banyak yang ada missing items. Yeah, the purpose of this study ataupun the purpose of punya group project ni adalah for you to be able to document the requirement punya analysis. Yeah. So the documentation of the requirement analysis dalam bentuk SRS, walaupun kita ambil yang paling simplified version of SRS, you have to focus on that. Yeah. But the presentation is in a form of prototype punya presentation. Ya, so kita kata yang ni secondary sebenarnya, ya, you punya prototype development you tu. Ya, the primary is actually the SRS document. Ya, so just to let you know earlier on ya, takut ujung-ujung nanti kan you work so much on the ni tapi dokumen tu tak cantik. Ya, keep that in mind lah. Right. That's all. Any question you or anyone would like to ask regards to the presentation or regards to the project? Ada. Okay. So kalau tak ada, good luck to all of you ya. From time to time nanti the remaining weeks to come kita akan look on the progress jugalah ya. Mungkin ada tutorial, mungkin ada progress punya discussion. Right? So kalau tak ada any more questions, let's end the class with the tasbih, kifarah and surah Al-As. Okay, Assalamualaikum. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Doctor.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, Madam.
Yeah, you're welcome. I end for everyone. Yeah.
Okay, Doctor.